We have the sand artist Manas Kumar Sahu, and we understand the creativity with sand as presented by this artist.
Ladies, check. Once again, a very humble request to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. That's the creative idea of the sand artist, projecting, as you can see on the screen, India is blessed with rich forest land, biodiversity, extending a very clean and a green environment. And these forests have been a source of livelihood for so many people. And probably India is the only country in the world to have the largest forest reserve area. Now, ladies and gentlemen, many depend upon wood as a source of fuel, almost 70% of the rural population. In fact, over 2.5 crore rural women risk their lives every day choking over wood-fired chulhas. Ladies and gentlemen, it is really heartening, as we mentioned, over 2.5 crore rural women. They risk every day, they risk their lives choking over wood-fired chulhas. In fact, according to experts, having an open fire in the kitchen is like burning almost 400 cigarettes an hour. And according to WHO estimates, about 5 lakh deaths in India are alone due to unclean cooking fuels. And as we all also understand that indoor air pollution is also responsible for a significant number of acute respiratory illnesses in young children, especially the women using the wood as fuel on chulhas, prone to these kind of respiratory diseases. Ladies and gentlemen, we as an industry, all of us stand witness to the huge transformatory measures which have been taken by the government, the policy decisions, various regulatory reforms, all which are aimed towards addressing the energy security for the country, driving in energy inclusiveness, and towards extending a good quality of life to the people. The LPG cylinders provided under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana has gone a long way in empowering women and protecting their health. It has reduced drudgery and the time which is spent on cooking. It also has the potential to provide employment for rural youth in the supply chain of cooking gas. In fact, I think we all agree that the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana's stunning success makes it the best example of shifting subsidies to the deserving and has weeded out many unwarranted beneficiaries. The earlier what you saw was from rural India, and we now are there in urban India with vehicles, automobiles. 30 Indian cities figure in the top 100 most polluted global cities in terms of the particulate matter PM10, as per the data which has been published by WHO. the pollution from these vehicles and air pollution at large is the 5th leading cause of death in India. In the very capital of our country, Delhi, where we are, vehicles contribute almost 59%, 50% and 18% of the overall emissions of carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons and nitrous oxides respectively. We all, ladies and gentlemen, are actually more or less in gas chambers, breathing this toxic gases, toxic air all around us. These massive carbon footprints which we are creating, at times because of our need, majorly also because of our greed. This is a kind of environment which we have sketched out for ourselves, but definitely we don't need so, especially for our future generation. Thought and an action needs to be taken towards it. And as we said, the government has a thought on it. The Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana has made a remarkable contribution in the rural India, and we see our cities too are now benefiting immensely from the use of natural gas delivered as piped gas to homes, and also the compressed natural gas or CNG for automobiles. The usage of gas can help reduce global greenhouse gas emissions, improve the air quality and other access to clean and affordable energy. And as we all also know, the government recently introduced the BS4 fuels, and we are already set to leapfrog towards BS6 by 2020. And the CNG drive is not just limited to four-wheelers, but we see it also for the two-wheelers. In fact, in our country, especially in Delhi, we have the major source of transportation for most of the people is, of course, four-wheelers, but more of two-wheelers we see on the street. And once we are able to graduate to CNG for the two-wheelers, we are going to be definitely making a dent the pollution levels which are there in the city. Ladies and gentlemen, let's join hand in shaping a clean and a healthy environment around us for ourselves and for our future generations. That, ladies and gentlemen, has been a very beautiful thought and a message which has been expressed by our sand artist, Mr. Sahu. He's right there.